Brutus! This is Kevin F. Pope with a Pope's Perspective and my 30 Days of Disney. And today, all you dog lovers, we are talking about The Ugly Dachshund, a story that is essentially about a big dog that thinks he's a little dog. The main character in the film, played by Dean Jones, his wife has a Dachshund, and her Dachshund has puppies, and she obsesses over these Dachshunds. She pampers these Dachshunds. He's not necessarily as much into, he's not really into the Dachshunds as much as she is, but he puts up with it. Now, when her Dachshund has puppies, he goes to the vet to go pick up the puppies because the puppies are nursing, and he finds that there's this Great Dane who has also had puppies. And one of the puppies, who's the runt, has not been getting enough milk. And so his puppy has had to been bottle fed. And the vet eventually tells him, it's like, well, yeah, it's like, now your dog has too much milk. And then he thinks like, wait a minute. And so this guy, he takes to the Great Dane, and he takes the puppy home with the rest of the puppies. The wife just thinks that there's another puppy, and that it's a bigger puppy, and that it's an ugly thing. And he doesn't tell her that it's not a Dachshund. She, of course, as the puppies grow bigger, and she notices it's like, that is not a Dachshund. And so she's, okay, long story short, she does eventually allow him to keep the dog. And this dog starts acting like the Dachshunds. One of the funniest gags in the film is seeing this Great Dane crawling on all fours like it's a Dachshund. And then his little brothers and sisters, the Dachshund puppies, they tend to get into trouble. They get into mischief. But they clear out and they leave a mess, and then poor Brutus, the Great Dane's name is Brutus, poor Brutus gets left in the middle of all this mess that he didn't even create, and then he gets blamed for it, the poor thing. Of course, the man does not believe that. It's like, oh no, it wasn't Brutus, he wasn't. It's like, no. But the wife is like, no. It's like, you expect my little angels to have done this? This could not have been a mess. This is not a mess that could have been left by these little dogs. And of course it was left by those little dogs, and we see the Dachshunds making the mess. We see the Dachshunds getting into this mischief. And so it's really like, it's a film for dog lovers. It's a fun little film. It's worth checking out, especially if you're a dog lover. And then that also goes into the dog shows, because like the wife, that's what she's kind of, she wants her dogs to be in dog shows. She wants her puppies to be in dog shows. And then he gets the idea, it's like, well, what about my dog too? It's like, he could have that. And the wife is really kind of reluctant about it, and just kind of teases him about it. I'm like, no, your dog, that dog is not going to be a good dog show dog. It's like, no, that dog would not be good at the dog shows. You have got to be kidding me. It's not exactly what she says, but that's pretty much her attitude towards it, just teasing him about it. And so he takes him to the dog show and trains the dog for the dog show. And I'm not going to tell you what happens at the dog show, but this is just, it's a fun Disney film, a fun dog film, and I love the Great Dane. I like big dogs. I love big dogs personally, and so I also have attachment to Brutus. I kind of have a liking to him too. And it's a fun movie, and that's the Pope's Perspective.